next week. That's all I've got. Then the farm vanishes, and so does that earring. Really? Well, if you can't manage the whole week, maybe just a day or two. No, it has to be now. They start tearing the farm apart next week. I'm sure. I'm sat right outside it now. I can see the sign. No, I already tried Claire. She's away partying at a festival. Jen's in Hong Kong on business. No, you weren't the last. I just thought, you know, with the kids and everything. Of course not. Look, oh, I'm sorry, Sally. Forget I asked. Jake's gone away. And I just thought we could get the old gang back together. You know, for a bit of fun. Like the old days. Oi! Detecting is fun. Look, don't worry about it. I've actually been thinking of asking Adam if he'd help. Yes, that Adam. Don't say it like that. You lot just never understood him. And, well, he's never let me down. Jake isn't here, is he? Besides, Adam's a friend. Nothing else. And despite what you all think, he is good for me. I don't need to ask anyone else for help. Trust me, I need Adam. I shouldn't have called, not at this hour. Ignore me. Speak soon, yeah? Hey, Adam. It's me. Oh, look, I know it's been years, but I've got myself into a situation. I don't think I can handle it. Not on my own. That unfinished business at the farm. We need to finish it. Now. Okay. Adam? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Where are you?
Don't worry, I'm close by.
God, you weren't kidding about getting an early start. I was hoping we might have a lazy start to the week. Grab breakfast, mooch around, get reacquainted. But no.
There'll be plenty of time to do that while we detect. Good to know these things are still working.
They are, which is a surprise considering how cheap and nasty they look.
Oi! These were the coolest toys money could buy in 2005.
Haven't we grown out of toys?
Oh, chill out, they'll do the job. Claire and I once chatted all the way across the valley with him. Grab the shovel and the trowel, then head out to the fields. Hurry up, you're missing a beautiful day. Isn't it amazing up here?
These views are incredible.
I'm so glad you're here, Adam. Still can't quite believe it. A whole week with no distractions. Your detector's over by the gatepost. Right by the fields, you'll be scouring first. Just switch it on and walk around. As soon as you get close to anything metal, it'll beep like crazy and light up.
That's it. I just walk around swinging this thing about.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice. You could probably train a monkey to do this.
Maybe I just did.
Touché. Oh, we're gonna have fun this week.
Now, serious for a second. I usually work in straight lines. rather than randomly walking around. It's easier that way.
Okay, you're the boss.
For once, I'm not the boss. Now, let's see what you can find. Hey, a penny's a great first find. But we'll find something way more impressive before this week's out.
You sure about that? You scoured this place as a kid. Not much has happened here since. We could go anywhere, but you insist on staying here and standing. I don't get it.
Come on, you know why. That earring? The best thing I ever found. The other one is definitely here, and I want to find it.
That earring? You can't be sure the other one's here.
It is. Always has been. Don't care what anyone else says. Last time, it wasn't just a lucky find, you know.
You're not going to drop it, are you? This obsession of yours.
That earring changed my life. Okay, I was only a kid, but it changed everything. Still makes me smile thinking about it. The money seemed like a lottery win back then. And being in the papers, being the centre of attention, it was nice.
We could have done this years ago. Why now?
I asked Farmer Hobbs so many times, but he always said no. Maybe he thought he could find the other earring for himself.
But not this time.
Well, he couldn't really, could he? Not now that he's dead.
Just when you were starting to think the day would never come, he goes and dies. Surprised you didn't help him on his way.
Oi! No! It wasn't like that. He passed away. His hair's sold up. And next week they start installing a solar farm.
So this is it. The last chance for more fame and fortune.
It's the last chance to find that earring. I don't care about the money or being in the news again. No, I just want to... It felt so good last time. I don't think I've ever been as happy. But we should crack on, just in case the builders arrive early and turf us off.
You mean I'm not supposed to be here?
No, relax, Adam. I bet no one even notices you. Looks like half a sweetheart locket.
Not precious.
Nah, sorry. Just some cheap metal. And it's broken. Literally a broken heart.
Speaking of broken hearts, did you and Jake split?
Wow, dive right in, why don't you?
Sorry, it's just strange seeing you without him.
He's gone away with his annoying rugby friends for a few days. That's all. He'll be back soon.
Maybe you should text him. Let him know he's missing out on all this fun, right?
Maybe. And he is missing out. He's got no idea how much he's going to miss out on. Hey, I forgot to ask, is your detector working okay?
I think so. Why?
Oh, it's my old one. The battery can be a bit temperamental.
Your old one? You mean I've got your cast off?
Yeah, afraid so.
Can I, try using your detector for a while?
To see how we get along. I might let you have a go. In a few days.
Scared I might find more than you if I have some decent kit.
I like your ambition. Maybe we'll make a truffle pig of you yet.
What? A truffle pig?
Oh, blame Dad. He started calling me a truffle pig because I could sniff treasure through all the mud. Oh, I loved that nickname. It became our gang name too. Me, Claire, Sally, Jen. We were the Trufflepigs. Our detectors too. That's Truffle Pig 1 you're holding.
You named your metal detector Truffle Pig. Oh, no, hold on. I'm beeping.
What? Did you find something else?
Ah, there's false alarm. It was my crazy person detector going off because it overheard you calling your detector Truffle Pig.
Ah, funny. Anyway, you already knew I was crazy. I think that's why you agreed to come here.
Lured to an isolated farm by a crazy woman.
And only one of them will leave. I'm sure one of the Truffle Pig t-shirts Dad had made for us is still in my attic. I should dig it out.
I hope you're not expecting me to be seen in one of those.
No, I think you're safe on that count. Want a break for lunch? Your detector must almost be out of juice. We can recharge it.
Sure.
Okay, meet me back at the car. This car is going to be so muddy by the end of the week. And try not to get crumbs everywhere.
Wow, you really love your car, don't you?
Uh-huh. So, how was your first morning of detecting?
No gold yet, but there's plenty of time, right? It's nice to be outside.
That's the spirit.
Are we going to pretend nothing's happened?
What?
It's been so long and you're just pretending we've never been apart, that nothing's wrong.
Okay. Well, how's life been since we last saw one another?
Shouldn't I be asking you questions, like why am I even here? And how come you're not at work? Your job always seemed to come before everything else. You were obsessed with it.
I was. I am. But
But...
I've been working like crazy lately. I thought I'd see how Mud-a-Lot survives without me.
if you insist. Mud-a-Lot. Such a silly name.
Mum asked me what I liked, and I said, I like mud. A lot. Oh, I wish she was still here to see what she created. Her little outdoor equipment company. It's an empire now. We're the biggest employer in the valley, you know. Stanning would die on its arse without Mud-a-Lot.
And when Dad retires, it's going to become your empire?
Yep. Well, Dad'll probably put me in charge. I mean, I'm the eldest. Arguably the smartest.
The most modest Mud-a-Lot sister.
Absolutely.
Definitely the best at tree climbing.
You remembered. But yes, all of those things. Perfect CEO material. It must be mine, right?
What if you're wrong?
I've been there longer than Lucy. It wouldn't make sense not to.
And your dad agrees?
Okay, Dad hasn't said out loud, but it's always been the plan that I'd take over.
You know, I thought we had plans once. We were a team. Till you ditched me. Forgot all about me.
That's not fair, Adam. Or true. I never forgot about you. I never wanted you to go. I had to.
Well, I'm here now. But you still haven't said why. Are we ever going to discuss it? Why I'm really here?
We're here to find that earring. Not sit here eating sandwiches and Jaffa cakes all day. We should be fully charged again now. Come on, back to it. Nice find. Sadly, they're only valuable if they're pristine and boxed. A fancier model of car would help too. But you're definitely getting the hang of this.
Speaking of fancy cars, I noticed yours is a bit flash. You only live at 5 minutes walk from Mud-a-Lot. Did you really need something so expensive?
If I ever want to head off, go exploring, it's fun to drive.
Really? When was the last time you did that?
Hey, I work like crazy. I'm allowed to treat myself. I worked hard for that car.
Treat yourself is a box that you only use to drag yourself from home to work.
One day I will go on a road trip. You can come too. But I might make you catch the bus for being mean.
Fine by me. Anyway, I like buses. Being with other people, watching the world go by.
Yeah? And what about the weirdo you always get on buses, chatting away to themselves? Oh, wait! You are the weirdo!
Oh, you think I'm the weirdo?
Yeah, looks like it.
It's years since I've been camping. But you, at one point, it seemed like you lived in a tent.
I pretty much did when I was a kid. I'm just so busy now. Can't remember the last time. But I should. Just jump in the car and find somewhere nice to pitch up.
With Jake. It'd be cosy, just the two of you. Far away from work and the stress.
I guess I've just got into the habit of working, like, all the time. Weekends are, well, they're not really weekends. But it's all part of growing up. Being an adult, I guess.
Says who? The Beth I used to know would take being in a field over being sat at a desk any day.
Yeah? That Beth used to like banana sandwiches, or the smell of bonfires on her clothes. Face it, we've moved on. Cheeky git. It's old. 1950s, perhaps? Maybe it fell off as a couple were having a moment of passion.
Surrounded by cows. Yeah, you have got a strange idea of romance, Beth. And speaking of hair, I almost didn't recognise you this morning.
Were you expecting me to still have those ponytails? Actually, I've just had it restyled. What do you think?
The important thing is, do you like it?
That means you don't like it, doesn't it?
No. I mean, I do like it, but it's not for me to judge, is it?
Thank you. And don't be so scared to say something nice to someone.
Doesn't that come across as a bit creepy?
No. Not if you're being sincere.
I guess I look a bit different now too.
You look exactly how I imagined you would. Okay, that's enough hair chat. Go and find me something. Ideally, something more exciting than a hair clip. Oh, it's a nappy bin. For keeping nappies in place. Before all these disposable, elasticated nappies, they used to pin them.
Who'd change a nappy in a field? The farmer and his wife?
Mrs. Hobbs. Oh, remember when she vanished? The baby too. I remember all the mums gossiping about it. After that, Farmer Hobbs more or less lived like a recluse.
Where did she go?
No one knows. I mean, there were rumours. The school swirled with theories.
A woman and her kids vanish, and we're just brushing it off as rumours and gossip.
Oh, we were kids with overactive imaginations. It was probably just your regular, run-of-the-mill divorce. Breakups happen all the time, but people love to gossip and speculate. Ready to wrap up for the day?
Oh, can we detect just a bit longer? The weather's so great. It would be a shame not to.
I suppose so. For a short while at least. We've covered a lot of ground today. Well done. Oh, I've loved having you here. Can't hang around though. Got to check out a venue for the wedding reception.
The wedding? Oh, I thought... What, you asking me back here, Jake being away? Is it still going ahead?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it? Jake's never been around when it comes to wedding stuff, has he? Doesn't mean anything. And you know what I'm like. Can't wait for him to make his mind up. And wedding planning really isn't his thing.
Still can't believe you're getting married.
Like I said, I'm getting on with life. Nothing and no one is going to stop me. Come on, I'll meet you back at the car. Morning. Different fields today. We'll try somewhere new each day. Cover as much ground as possible.
It's all going to be down to luck anyway.
Look! No, it's all about planning and hard work.
And will I see a bit more of you today?
Don't worry, I'll be close by. And we'll be talking a lot. Oh, and keep an eye out for a bangle. Mrs. Havers from the post office collared me, asking what I was up to. Turns out she lost a bangle here years ago.
Is there a reward?
Dunno. She got a bit teary-eyed talking about it. Her husband bought her it. Anyway, I doubt we'll find it. Happy hunting! Speak soon! Oh, it's a cowbell. Haven't seen one of those in years. God, cows have it sus, don't they? Just chilling out, no worries.
Until the aliens arrive and start doing their cattle mutilation thing. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, that mashed up cow. I'm sure it had been hit by a truck, but everyone swore UFOs had arrived in Stanning.
Wasn't that photo of the UFO taken around here? It might have even been here on this farm.
As if intelligent life forms would come halfway across the galaxy and pick Stanning. Funny, you'd think there'd be even more UFO photos now that everyone has a camera on them at all times. But no.
Maybe they're here, but brainwashing us, using their psychic power so they can walk among us completely undetected.
One of us could be an alien.
Or maybe both of us.
That would explain a lot. Maybe we're not the strangest things who have materialised in Stanning.
Nah, I think you're still the strangest, Beth. Maybe I'll mention it in my report to the Supreme Being.
Bingo! Oh, rusty screw. Another one for the collection.
Maybe it's not just a screw. Think about the stories it could tell if it could talk. Could have been in that farmhouse for years, watching generation after generation growing up.
If you get this excited about a screw, you're going to lose your mind when we find some actual gold.
I guess it depends on how you measure value.
Maybe, but a worthless screw isn't going to change our lives now, is it? If we find that earring, you'll get it. You'll understand why I had to come back here. That might not sound much, but when you're 13, that's like winning a million.
Shiny. I bet if we find the other, it'll be one big crusty mess.
Maybe. But this one was almost pristine when I found it, so keep your eyes peeled. We could find it at any moment. I once found one of those on the roof of my car.
What, a horseshoe? You didn't run one over or something, did you?
As if. No. But I remember. Oh, it was an amazing day. Outdoor Monthly phoned me. I'd won the Rising Star of the Year award. I cried when they told me. Dad came running in with some chilled champagne. Of course, he already knew.
How?
Oh, he was chummy with the commercial team at the mag. We'd bought loads of ad space off him. They tipped him off. Lucy wasn't impressed. But, you know, when she won it the year after, I acted happy for her, like a good sister. She'd been so blasé when I won. She just couldn't bring herself to celebrate. Didn't want to look like a hypocrite. Anyway, we went to the pub to celebrate. I went to collect my car from the office the next morning. And there it was. A horseshoe on my car roof. Crazy, right?
You never figured out how it got there.
No, I've still got it. I keep it right next to the award. They're a pair.
Bit of an odd pair. A shiny award and an old horseshoe.
It's symbolic. I wouldn't have won that award if I hadn't worked like a horse. And speaking of hard work, time to pull your finger out and find some treasure.
Oi, I'm sure I've found way more things than you. You need to up your game, Beth.
Cheeky sod. You've just been lucky. I guess you heard that.
What's up? You okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
That scream?
Oh, it was a primal scream. Lucy just called from the office. Oh, she's shit-stirring. Trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. Trying to win Dad over while I'm not around.
You sounded pretty angry.
I am. I'm livid. She's accusing me of messing up an order. I do them every day. I could do them with my eyes shut. She does that. When I'm not there, plays up to Dad, tries to make me look bad.
I sense some sibling rivalry.
No! Well, not from me. It's her. Mum wouldn't fall for it as easily as Dad does.
Look, you're not supposed to be working this week. Switch your phone off for a while.
Oh, I can't. You know I can't. I told her to double check. That should be the end of it, but I can't switch off.
You can. You just won't.
Hey, do you want to take a break now? Or see if your detector will last out a bit longer?
I'm happy to carry on.
Cool. Let's hope your battery is too. Right, lunchtime, I insist.
Want to talk about it?
What, the thing with Lucy? Nah, it'll blow over. I'm more interested in you. After all these years, I wasn't sure I'd be able to persuade you to come back.
I could hardly refuse, could I, given the situation?
I didn't think we were in one of those situations.
Really? So, why did you reach out?
Maybe I panicked. Maybe I wanted a safety net. I don't know. Maybe I didn't need you.
Surplus to requirements already? We've been there before. Perhaps I should just go now.
No, not yet. Just let's hang out. I feel safer with you around.
No one else does, though. They're petrified whenever you mention my name.
They don't know you. What you did for me. Back then, you helped me to be happy again.
You were a kid back then. You're not anymore.
No, I know. It'd be easier if I was. Maybe it's fate that brought us back together.
Fate? You don't believe in fate. You literally plan everything.
Trust me, I didn't plan this. You know, I used to daydream about you. I always imagined you becoming an astronaut or something like that.
Years of demanding physical training, then strap yourself to a giant tank of fuel and ignite it. And if nothing goes wrong, you get to ship without gravity, which might sound like fun, but it's probably hellish.
You knew how to make me laugh. I've never found anyone that makes me giggle the way you do.
Jake doesn't.
He did, at first. It feels like a long time since we just laughed. You know, properly laughed. The kind where you just can't stop.
What changed?
I don't know. Was it him? Was it me? I used to be fun. I used to be funny.
You are funny, Beth. Not just weird funny, funny funny. You and Jake, maybe you're on different wavelengths now.
Maybe I've just stopped being fun. When he's working, neglecting everyone else. Do you think?
You're scrambling for an answer again. Sometimes you just have to accept that there isn't one. What's up there?
I just need everything to hurry up and happen. Becoming the boss at Mudalot, getting married. Then I won't be so rushed. I'll have time for friends and hobbies. I'll be happy again then.
Have you ever thought it might not just be an earring you need to look for?
The earring! I shouldn't waste this week daydreaming. Come on, let's find that damn earring! I've still got it, my junk jar, full of all the crap I used to find. Rusty nails, screws, bottle tops, all in that great big fiddling jar. It's still in Dad's garage. Remember how I'd carefully clean each piece like it was gold, then do a little drawing? Didn't know what half of it was. But I knew it was worthless junk, but I became obsessed with collecting it. That summer, I'd be out with my detector whenever I could. I really wanted to fill it.
But you never did.
Well, a more important mission came along. One day, Lucy found a ring. It was rubbish, costume jewellery, but I was gutted. She didn't even like detecting. Me and Dad, we detected all summer. Lucy tagged along, once, and it was the sheer look of it that hurt most.
And after that, you forgot about your junk jar. You just wanted to beat Lucy, find something better than her ring.
And I did. Literally the next weekend. I found that earring. All the detecting, all that hard work finally paid off.
The next weekend? Wow.
And their faces. They were speechless. They'd been nagging me every 2 minutes. Found anything yet?
And you did, right on cue. What were the odds on that happening?
Exactly. We were all shocked. They'd been teasing me about finding something. It felt kind of magical.
Like an uncle pulling a coin from your ear.
I suppose. Anyway, none of us realised what it was at first. My teacher spotted it was actually gold. Then I was in the news, kind of famous. Sold the earring, bought Trufflepig Mark II.
And while you were lapping up all of that attention, we stopped hanging out.
I didn't know that would happen. But we're back now. Here, together. This farm. It's special. If I ever find anything important again, it'll be here, in these fields. Oh, 1970s by the look of it.
Thought so. Beer?
Oh, probably.
No. Shall we grab a beer when we wrap up here?
Oh, maybe. How will it look if Jake calls and I'm out drinking?
He won't call though, will he?
He might.
Oh, you're not fooling either of us, Beth.
A few nights away. He might change. It could have just been, wedding jitters.
You haven't told anyone, have you? About you and Jake?
No, why should I? He never said it was over. Not really. He never actually said it.
Have you stopped to think you might be better off without him? Besides, pretending nothing's happened won't help. Carrying on with your wedding plans won't help either.
I'm not cancelling. Not yet. Things might still change. We were good together. It wasn't always like it's been these last few months.
Look, let's have a quiet drink. Nothing crazy. No one else. Let's try and figure out what's really going on.
Okay, a drink, but at my place. You know how this village gossips. It might look weird if I'm out drinking without Jake.
Weird. We spend all day in a field waving these sticks at the ground. I think we're already well past weird.
And we should get back to waving them around too. There's still an earring to find.
That's always your answer. Making yourself so busy that you don't have time to think about anything else.
Yeah, or at least it was, until you turned up. Back to detecting. No arguments. Change of plan. No drinks tonight. Just had a call. I really need to get to the office. We've got a big problem.
Can't they cope without you? You've got other things to worry about.
Trust me, it's the last place I want to be. Lucy was right. I fucked up, really badly. I ordered 15,000 water bottles. It should have been 1,500. Lucy and Dad have told me to stay away. Feels like they're trying to push me out.
Maybe they just want you to enjoy your time off. Leave them to it. They can return them, can't they?
They're branded with Modelot. 15,000. That's more than we've sold in the past 7 years. Oh, I look like such an idiot.
Listen, everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone else does, not me. I'm the one that spots them and saves the day. Oh, Lucy's going to love this. See me screw up just as Dad's about to retire.
Look, you had an off day.
It's not just an off day. I'm letting things slip, little mistakes. Nothing's ever perfect anymore. And it feels like I've been waiting for someone to rumble me.
You've got a lot resting on your shoulders. They know that.
They don't. It's been relentless. Never a spare moment. They don't even see it. I don't know.
Want me to come to the office, offer some support?
No, definitely not. If they find out you're here, that's it. I'm screwed. We've got to leave. Now, come on. Morning.
How did it go at the office? Get sorted?
Oh, that. Can we just have some fun today? I don't really want to think about work. Or Jake. Hey, guess what? The police have taken an interest in what we're doing. I bumped into Sergeant Marler. He was asking lots of questions. He spotted me the other day. I think he was making sure I was okay, out here by myself.
But you're not by yourself.
Oh, I'm fairly sure he didn't see you.
And
He asked if I'd found anything interesting.
such as?
Who knows? Maybe he's hoping we'll find something to do with the Standing Slayer.
That was years ago. One of the farmers over in Beckwith, wasn't it? Had his throat slit.
Oh, found him propped up in his field, like a scarecrow. It made the national news.
They made out like it was the work of a serial killer, but it was a one-off. They never caught anyone, did they?
Dunno. They questioned all the farmers, searched every farmyard. They were sure it was a farmer.
Oh, it's given me an urge to start a band called Standing Slayer. You in?
Definitely. As long as I get to play drums. And you? What's your role going to be?
Well, I'll be on the guitar then.
You can't play guitar, Adam.
When did that ever stop anyone? I could be a rock star.
Sure. Perhaps you should stick to the air guitar for now?
Right, I'm quitting the band.
Enough goofing around. It's time to find that earring. Nice find. Pretty sure it's costume jewellery, but I'll double check later.
So, what's the score?
I told you. I don't want to talk about Jake or work.
Touchy? No, I meant the score. Who's found the most?
Oh, that. I'm not keeping score. Let's just keep looking for that earring. Hey, I found a big knife by the wall. I'm gonna keep it. Might be the only useful thing I find this week.
Oh. What sort of knife?
Not sure. Not very old. Looks sharp.
Be careful, Beth.
Looks like this thing could slice through flesh. It's probably been used to gut a few rabbits, or maybe put a sheep out of its misery. Weird when you think about it. Most cattle never leave the farm, do they? Till they go to the abattoir. Guess I'm no different. Born here, work here, I'll probably die here too.
Jeez, you've been a bit morose, Beth. We've literally got a lifetime to enjoy life before death.
A lifetime? Tell that to Mum. She was only 10 years older than I am now when she died. Shit in hell, Adam. I don't even feel like I've started living yet. 10 more years isn't enough.
Hey, stop thinking like that. You're not your mum. You've got 60, 70, who knows how many years ahead of you. But,
What?
well, there's no guarantees either. You might get struck by lightning tomorrow. Or perhaps the stunning Slayer could return.
Well, you're certainly cheering me up now.
All I mean is, well, you know, and watch yourself with that knife. Don't want you coming to any harm.
Not sure about gold, but you're on a roll.
Yeah, it's almost too good to be true, don't you think?
You're just having a very lucky streak. Don't stop now. Another! Any sign of a hallmark? It's not a great design, but if it's gold, it'll have weighing value.
That's a bit hard to tell, but no, can't see a hallmark. I noticed you're not wearing your engagement ring anymore.
So?
Well, I'd congratulate you on moving on, but you haven't changed your relationship status on your feeds yet, have you?
And no one else is going to find out either. Not yet, okay?
My lips are sealed.
I'll tell everyone when I'm ready.
Okay, I won't say a word. Aren't all these finds freaking you out? I just keep finding jewellery in this field.
It's a bit odd.
A bit? We've hardly found anything, and then bam! It's almost like the detecting gods wanted us to find a trove.
You should keep looking while you're on a streak. Ah, I lost track of time. Then my tummy rumbled and reminded me. Ready for lunch? Or do you want to hang fire?
I'm feeling lucky. You mind if we carry on?
Okay, make it count.
That's it. My battery just died.
Oh, okay. Meet you at the car.
That was an amazing morning. I just kept finding stuff. Yeah, want to take a closer look at my haul?
Yeah, I can't believe your luck. There's nothing of any real value, but it reminds me of being a kid. Mum put together a dress-up box that Lucy and I used to play with. Random bits of jewellery, like these. I think she used to buy it from junk shops and jumble sales. Before the business took off, of course.
What? You recognise this stuff?
Oh, no, it just reminds me of it.
Why is it scattered in this field? Someone trying to grow a crop of crap jewellery.
Who knows?
Beth, where did you find the earring? Was it where I've been searching?
Dunno. It was so long ago, I can't be certain.
Beth.
Maybe.
So why didn't we start there on day one?
I don't know. It's complicated.
Complicated? If you really wanted to find the earring, why didn't we start where you found the other?
You don't have to ask. You know the answer. Oh, you just want me to say it, don't you?
What? That it was strangely convenient? You finding something right when you were at your lowest point?
I detected all summer long. Hardly found anything. Even Lucy had found something. I was miserable. I thought finding that earring was a reward for working so hard. I didn't care if it was, a bit strange. Strange as it was, I didn't do anything wrong. I did find it.
You did. But there's always been a niggling suspicion about it, hasn't there?
It felt too lucky. Almost like I wanted it so badly that I'd somehow conjured it, made it happen.
You're not that gifted, Beth.
I know.
Then the only explanation is...
I don't know. There isn't one.
Really? If you can't even admit to me, to yourself, then we may as well get back out there and detect.
Hey, I'll say when lunch ends, I'm in charge.
Not anymore.
Bloody hell! I can't quite make it out. What have you got?
More crappy jewellery. A couple of rings, a brooch, a pendant, an ID bracelet.
And that's a muddle-up bag. It's an old one.
And you think that's just a coincidence?
What? Yes?
We find a bunch of costume jewellery and then a muddle-up bag with even more in.
And?
And? Just out of interest, who chose this spot? Back then, when you found the earring?
I can't remember. You know I can't.
Then you need to ask...
Dad?
Or Lucy. They were both there, weren't they?
If Lucy knows anything, she'll be dying to rub my nose in it.
You need to call them. You said you wanted to finish this, once and for all.
I wanted to find the other earring. Make everything fun again, like it was back then.
Do you want me to make the call?
No! Absolutely not. I need to do this. By myself. I spoke to them. Dad and Lucy.
And?
And now I'm sat in the car wishing I hadn't. Wishing everything away.
Ready to talk?
Ready. Why did you make me do that?
Phone them. You know why. What happened back then, it's trapped you in the past.
Trapped? The one thing I had that I could always focus on when things turned to shit was that earring.
Daddy planted it. Made sure you found it. So you'd feel like you'd achieved something. You've known, suspected it all this time. You've just convinced yourself it wasn't like that. You can't just blame Lucy and your dad. You playing along, you must have realised it was a setup.
I swear, I didn't know. I mean, I knew there was something odd. Dad directed me to look here and there, Lucy laughing. But
But you didn't ask. You didn't want to know. You didn't care as long as you had your prize.
It's not like I didn't deserve it. I'd put so many hours into detecting. Unlike Lucy, she'd barely touched a detector. She thought it was boring, then instantly find something.
You think Lucy had beginner's luck?
What else could it be?
Funny how everyone else is lucky, but when you find something, it's suddenly a reward for your hard work. Did it never cross your mind that perhaps Dad dropped something for Lucy to find too? That's what dads do. Good ones. Leave little treasures for their kids. You know, earrings, money, advice. Jobs?
Jobs. Really? Really? You're saying I haven't earned my position at Muddalot? Working my arse off all these years?
Maybe you did, but everyone there works hard. Some never get promoted out of the warehouse.
No, enough! I can't handle this conversation. Not now. Not on top of Jake. Not on top of the earring. Not on top of Dad and Lucy lying to me. Everyone thinks I'm losing it. That it's happening all over again. There's not a chance I'm going to be put in charge of Muddalot now. I asked you here to help me. All you've done is pull at the threads. Make everything fall apart.
It was already falling apart. That's why you reached out to me. To come and sort you out. Again.
Christ, your voice. You're really starting to irritate me. I just need you to shut up. I need to think. I just need a plan.
No, not more plans. You just need to figure out what you want.
I thought I had figured it out. A great job, marriage, then kids. Then I'd be happy, like everyone else seems to be. But when they all started to evaporate, all I could think about was the earring. Finding it would bring it all back. All that locked up happiness. Now that's gone too. I've got nothing.
Don't be a drama queen, Beth. You've got a family that cares. A guaranteed job. We've been in darker places than this. Remember? And who helped you through it? Who was there when you couldn't talk to anyone else? And the earring. Maybe the other one is here. Maybe the other one was planted too.
You think? Maybe we should just walk away? I could talk to Dad and Lucy. Ask for help.
So they can invent a new scenario to make you feel better about everything? Like they did with the earring? No. You don't need them. Not this time. We can sort this. It's going to be bleak tomorrow. An awful day. But anything is better than going into the office. Or hiding at home. If we can ride it out, it'll change everything. Forever. Trust me. Are you in?
I suppose. Hey.
Hey! I wasn't sure you'd turn up today.
I said I would. Besides, what else am I gonna do? The house just reminds me of Jake. Every time I move, I see another bridal magazine staring at me. Going to the office means facing Dad and Lucy.
Do you want to talk about it? Any of it?
Later. It's still sinking in. But I have got some news about the stunning Slayer. I bumped into Sergeant Marler again, so I asked him. We were right. It wasn't a serial killer, just a one-off. A crime of passion, he said. Some teenagers thought it'd be funny to daub the scarecrows with red sheep dye to scare the kids. That's how it started.
It sounds like it worked if you're still going on about the Slayer all these years later.
That's sleepy villagers for you. No real news or excitement, so we have to make everything up. Okay, I'm relying on you to find something good today. Not sure I'll be able to focus, but I'll give it a try. Yep, gold, diamonds. It's worth £6 grand. Give or take a few quid.
Amazing! We did it! We found treasure!
I guess we did. Kinda.
What's up? You should be excited.
It's my engagement ring. I got mad, thinking about him. I threw it away.
Oh. Really? How did I not know that? Don't you think it was a bit reckless? Just throwing it in some field?
We've got metal detectors. Anyway, finders keepers, I guess.
It's yours. But look after it.
I'm not even sure I want to see it again.
You might change your mind. Jake won't ask for it back, will he?
He can go jump. It might be minted, but he refused to spend any more than £1 grand on a ring. I paid for most of it. I spotted it before we'd even met, fell in love with it, knew that was the ring.
Whoa, you chose your wedding ring before you'd even met your fiancé?
Oh, don't sound so surprised. You know what I'm like. My engagement ring, a wedding dress, I've always known what I wanted.
And what if you'd never met anyone you wanted to marry?
But everyone does. Or at least I thought they did. Until I screwed up.
You didn't screw up, Beth.
Oh, I know you're trying to make me feel better, but it's not working. My job is turning to shit, and my dream wedding has vanished.
Sounds like you're more bothered about losing the wedding than losing Jake.
You know what I was trying to say? Stop twisting my words.
You've set yourself this list of goals. Being the boss, getting married, the perfect house, a couple of kids. You think ticking them off will make you happy, but it's your list that's making you miserable, Beth.
Jake wasn't just a tick in a box. There was a time when I was besotted with him. He was the one. I was sure of it.
But even when you felt he might not be, you just preferred denial to dealing with it.
Jake and I were already fragile. I thought if I opened things up, it'd just fall apart.
That happened anyway. Maybe you could have saved things. Opened up, had a chat. Faced up to what was going on.
Maybe. And yes, I admit it. I'm more upset about the wedding than losing Jake. But that's a sign, right? It wasn't meant to be. Give me a clue.
You don't see it?
Obviously not. What are you talking about?
This. It looks just like that UFO.
I guess.
You guess? Look, it's identical. We should tell people we've solved the Stanning UFO mystery.
Oh, people won't care. They'd be happy to carry on thinking aliens really did visit Stanning.
And what about you, Mulder? Still want to believe?
Trust me, there are days when believing in things that don't exist is the only thing that keeps me going. Oh, that's mean. Not sure why anyone would write that. He was harmless enough.
He was always fine with you, wasn't he?
I mean, he was always a bit weird. Especially after I found the earring. I didn't see him much, but he never stopped for a chat. At least not with me. Maybe it annoyed him because I found the earring right under his nose.
You shared the profits with him, though?
No, Dad handled that. He wasn't entitled to a share, apparently.
Kind of weird. Usually you have to share. Surely you knew that.
I was only a kid. I didn't really pay much attention to that stuff. Anyway, the graffiti, it'll just be someone he annoyed. He had a habit of shouting at kids if they wandered through his field. But he was only looking out for his sheep. Wishing him dead, though. Guess whoever it was got their wish.
Just how did he die?
He accidentally fell on a knife.
What? Seriously?
No, of course not. Stop trying to imagine something that isn't there. It was natural causes. A heart attack, I think. Oh, typical, isn't it? I finally found something valuable, and I can't even keep it.
No, but Mrs. Havers might give you a reward?
She makes a delicious lemon drizzle. I'd be happy with one of those.
Yeah, it's not like you're slimming for the wedding anymore.
Ouch! You're right, though. No dress fittings for me to worry about. Not for a while. Do you think that's it for me? Am I going to be one of those old spinsters? I'm not getting any younger. I'm nearly 30. Even if I met someone tomorrow, there's going to be a few years of dating. And what if it doesn't work out? Start all over again, even older.
Don't give up hope just yet. You're a romantic. You've always believed in happy ever afters. That's why you never thought about the earring too much.
And see where that's got me. Hey, ready for lunch?
Yep. Let's take our break now.
See you back at the car.
Here, your ring. You should take better care of it.
I wasn't sure I ever wanted to see it again. Thanks. I think I know what I need to do with it now. You know we're not going to cover all of the farm this week. Hope you're not disappointed.
Why should I feel disappointed?
It feels a bit like a job half done, don't you think?
We're never going to finish it this week. It's just too much to do in too little time.
Sounds like me. Trying to cram everything in. Work, relationships, kids, fun. Too little time. Oh, how do other people do it, Adam? Make everything slot together at just the right time.
They don't? Well, most people don't. Look at Sally. Have you forgotten that she quit uni when she fell pregnant? She wasn't looking for it to happen, it just did, and her life just shuffled around it. She might think you've got it all. Had fun at uni, a job to fall back on, and no kids to ruin your social life.
Nah, she loves those kids.
I'm sure she does. Now.
At least she escaped from Stanning. Same with Jen and Claire. I thought I'd be the trailblazer. And look at me.
Are you kidding? Jen might have a great job, but have you ever thought that maybe she didn't want to leave Snelling? Mud-a-Lot is the biggest company in the village, but you and Lucy had that tied up. Like it or not, Jen had to leave if she wanted a career with prospects. Sure, her job takes her to far-flung cities, but she never gets to see them, not really. She flies in, flies out. But she might like that.
And Claire? Partying all the time, living a carefree life?
She's having fun now, but she can't do that forever. And when she stops, what will she have? Some great memories, but no career. No way of getting on the property ladder. One day, she might have regrets.
Are you saying none of us managed to get it right? Are you saying they're all unhappy too?
No, you always assume everyone else is loving their lives. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not.
Schrodinger's happiness.
I guess you could call it that.
So, joy doesn't have to be tied to our situation.
Don't ruin it, Beth. Don't try and find the answer to life inside a formula. That's why you always end up in knots.
Does everyone have an Adam?
I think so. I'm not sure everyone gives them a name, though. I don't think many people run away and go metal detecting with their Adams either.
No? Is that a bit weird? Should I just talk to you in the shower, or when I'm sat on the loo?
The loo? Charming. And to think I had you down as romantic. By the end of tomorrow, we'll have squeezed as much into our time here as we could. No regrets. Agreed?
Agreed. Hey, we're not allowed to be downbeat anymore. That's the only rule from now on.
Wow, your mood really has changed. Okay then, tell me, what's so great about our tent peg?
It's another find for the jar. And, well, it reminds me of all the time I've spent outdoors. Not recently, of course, but spending all day behind a desk just doesn't feel like me, does it?
Goes with the job though.
It goes with that job.
No one should be unhappy at work.
There was a time when I was happy there. When the idea of it being my company just made me buzz with excitement. It's not enough for me. Not anymore. It's like the thing with Jake. But this time, I'm not going to ignore the signs.
What about the money? The job security?
Yep, I know. But Mudalot is doing well. Dad and Lucy would never see me destitute, would they? Look, I'm a manager there because it's a family business. We both know I'll always have a job there, if I want it.
Thank God for friends and family in high places, eh?
I did work hard, though. It wasn't just a free ride. I still think I'd have been successful without a leg up. But the worst part, I've let it imprison me. It should have liberated me. I just let it tie me up in knots. Maybe it's time to see how I fare on my own. I need to trust myself. Learn to listen to myself again. Cheeky git. I found loads of things. I just don't share all of them with you. But I'm going to polish it up and stick it with my award. It's time to admit, I've come second to Lucy.
Really? You think she's better than you?
Now, I didn't say that. But maybe she is the best person to take over at Mudalot. She'd love to run a business. But me? The idea of being in charge sounded good. But the more responsibility I have, the less time I get doing the things I love.
And you only just noticed?
No. I just expected something to change along the way. To grow into it. To find the same joy that Lucy finds in it. Same thing with Jake. I just thought that if I stuck with it, stuck with him, one day everything would just click. Somewhere that hope turned into desperation. Couldn't face the idea of starting over. Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself. Ignoring the signs and wasting so much time with Jake. And I've spent all these months turning Lucy into a rival.
You can't rewrite what's happened.
No, but I can change course. Change what happens next.
With my help?
I don't normally need help from anyone. Why you?
Because no one knows you like I do. I know all your weaknesses, your fears, the things that make you fall apart.
Ready to wrap up?
Oh, I'm enjoying myself.
Okay, a bit longer then. Let's hope it's worth it. I'm calling it. We're done for the day. See you back at the car. Good morning.
Oh, shit! You're in the van! And you're late for the last day of detecting.
It's been a crazy morning.
But I didn't think you'd actually ditch your car for a van.
Did you think I was bluffing? I told you I was going to change. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's talk about it later. Anyway, how are you? Found anything yet?
Me? I'm good. No, I'm great, actually. Nice to see the sun again. But, what did you mean, tip of the iceberg? I feel like I'm missing something.
I promise. I'll tell you everything later. Oh, Mrs. Hafer said thanks. She was so happy when she realised I'd found a bracelet. She was in tears.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was. Strangely so. Felt really good, making someone happy, doing something useful. And some other news. Mr. Hobbs got in touch last night.
What? Like a visitation?
No, not the farmer. Hobbs Jr., the son that vanished. Although vanished seems a bit strong now. His mum and dad divorced. He only moved a few miles away. Spent every other weekend right here.
So nothing creepy happened?
You sound disappointed.
No, I was just expecting something more dramatic. What did he want?
He heard I was detecting the farm again. Asked me to let him know if we found anything interesting. We had a laugh about the UFO photo as well. He fessed up, said it was his dad's idea.
Well, are you doing any detecting today?
I've got a bunch of calls to make. Carry on without me, but let me know if you find anything. That's it. I've had enough.
Enough of me sending you pictures of junk?
No. This. Pretending that we're here to find treasure, when what I really needed to do was just clear my head. Like an idiot, I choose the one farm in the world that has views of everything that's been stressing me. Mudalot, home, Jake's house, Lucy's place, Dad's. I was never going to relax with them in Clearview.
But not me. I didn't stress you out too, did I?
Maybe. Maybe you didn't help.
Way to make me feel unwanted, Beth.
Oh, there are always going to be bumps in the road. I've used you to figure out how to cope. Everyone was right. You showing up is bad news.
Oh. I thought we were a team.
We are. Kinda. You're like an ambulance. You want them to be there, but at the same time, you don't. And it's not like I don't know what you are.
Your ventriloquist's dummy? That tells you everything you don't really want to hear?
I know, it sounds dumb, but I panicked, felt desperate. I figured it out though. What I need to do next.
Oh yeah? Tell me more.
Let's do it over lunch.
It's nowhere near lunchtime yet.
We could start early. I've got Jaffa cakes.
I've barely covered this field. Just give me a bit longer. Especially if this is my last chance to find anything. And if you value our friendship, you'll save me a Jaffa cake.
Friendship or Jaffa cakes? That's a tough one. I've got a few more calls to make, so go ahead. See you soon.
That's it, I guess. I always knew this battery would kill off my detecting career. Well, this is a bit different. So, what happened to the car?
It's gone. Sold it and borrowed this from Dad.
A van. So, what's the plan?
I'm going on an adventure. And there's no plan. Well, there is, but it's kind of vague. I need a change of scene. Get away from here and really clear my head. Sold my engagement ring too. I figured some extra cash would fund my next adventure. I don't need it, and I figured I could have a lot of fun with the money.
Wow, you have had a busy morning.
That's only the start of it. When we finish up here, I'm going to hit the road with my detector. I've got a tent, sleeping bag, shovels, walking boots, everything I need to go detecting.
I thought you'd had enough of detecting.
I've had enough of detecting here, on this farm. Coming here was a step backward. I was trying to turn the clock back to a happier time. I'm not that kid anymore.
And what about Modelot?
There'll always be a role there for me, if I want it. I'm taking some Modelot gear with me. I'll road test it while I'm out and about. Maybe write some blog posts for the website. Might even design some new products.
Design? Creating things again? That's amazing. I'm sure Mum would approve. I hope Dad does too.
Hopefully. But that's not why I'm doing it. I've spent too long trying to be what I thought Dad and Mum wanted me to be. Neither of them would want me to be miserable running Modelot.
And Lucy and Dad, are they okay with this?
Are you kidding? They love it. Lucy gets to be boss, and Dad doesn't have to disappoint one of his kids.
Lucy must be over the moon.
We chatted for ages last night. It was her who lost the bag, with all the other jewellery they were going to hide for me to find.
Well, she did hide it, in a way. And all these years later, we still managed to find it.
But it was so nice, chatting like sisters again instead of rivals. We've both missed that.
And where to first?
Sally's. I'll take her and the kids detecting. See if I can make up for years of broken plans. Then I'm going to see Claire. Maybe have a messy weekend at a festival. Then, who knows? Maybe come home and do something with Lucy. Or I could rent my place out and carry on travelling.
Maybe I could come with you?
We both know that's not how this works. You and me. It only works when I'm in a bad place. When my plans fall to bits. This road trip is my practice run. A chance to learn to enjoy detours and be spontaneous. If I don't have a plan, it can't fall to bits.
But you always plan ahead. Life goals, that's you. That's your thing.
In that case, taking life as it comes is my new goal.
And I'm sorry you didn't find what you were looking for.
I found exactly what I needed to find.
Do you think I'll ever see you again?
Dunno. Maybe.
Well, you know where to find me. If you ever, you know.
I know. But I've got this. For now. Bye, Adam. Sally! Sorry about our last call. I didn't mean to be so tetchy. Me? Oh, I'm good. Now I'm great, actually. Well, I wasn't, but I am now. That's the important thing. Adam? Oh, don't worry. I don't need Adam. Everything's under control. You and the kids, are you free tomorrow? I'd love to take you all out detecting. They can get muddy while we have a catch up. I've got so much to tell you. Yeah, me too. Oh, I can't wait. But I hope you're in a chatty mood. I've barely spoken to anyone for the last week.